Bring me great joy to stand in front of you and tell you we can do better than this. We fucked up, but we can come back.
I wish you'd go on and continue on that thread. I like that.
I could do it, bro.
Good. Uriah, that was obviously an impressive finish, but it wasn't easy. I mean, he came at you hard in the first round. You know, what was it about that took you time? Like, why did it take such a long time to get that finish? What was it about his style?
You know, the kid is a stud, first of all. He came at me with a lot of unorthodox strikes. For me personally, I decided to do the rope-a-dope, but I decided to do that around, I believe, midway throughout the second fight. I was like, he's hitting me with everything hard. He's hurting me, but I've noticed he's getting tired. So if I can dictate the fight by pressing a little bit, it would create an opening. And the third round, you know, I did that and it happened. But even prior to that, he was really good. I just couldn't find the footing. My rhythm was off. I was like, what's going on with my footing and everything? But, you know, the rope-a-dope worked a little bit, and I just kind of went off of it.
And you must have been feeling some sense of urgency going into that third round, because, I mean, like you said, he's a stud. He was coming at you hard.
Yeah, there was definitely urgency. I heard my coaches yelling at me, but, you know, I had some demons in my head, some personal stuff that was going on, and my hand was on the gun, but for some reason I couldn't pull the trigger. I felt like I needed to press forward to pull that trigger. And once it happened so fast. I was like, oh crap, it worked. And I just jumped on him, but they stopped it.
Were you surprised how hard he came out right away? Because as a young kid, you know, prospect coming in, you know, there's sometimes jitters, and he was kind of right in your face right away.
Oh, it was expected, man. Listen, you go up against a guy like me, they're calling me a veteran, all that stuff. It was expected. If he can take my confidence away, and we all know in fighting, it's all about that mindset. He was trying to do that. He did first couple minutes, and I was like, wow, this kid is actually really good. Couldn't really find anything, but I was still trying to look for something. But what I did see is he's getting a little nervous when it wasn't working. So I just waited for that right moment, and it happened.
Is that patience a relatively new thing for you? Is that something that, because I mean, when you came into the game, of course, we all know about your skills and everything, but right. That veteran, that kind of gamesmanship, that veteranship, is that something that's kind of recent?
Not exactly. The game is changing. You know, you look at when Amanda fought Ronda. You know, Ronda was dominating everyone, but no one was on Ronda's level. And then people started to catch up. And then when Amanda decided to jump in on that, you saw the difference. And not to take anything away from Ronda, she's one of the best to ever do what she does. But people like me, you have up-and-comers that are constantly growing. The sports is changing. It's constantly evolving. So, you know, I have my patience because I'm a martial artist and I have a karate background. But sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not good to wait too long. But for me, it was always that articulate patience, timing to take away that, to create an opening to pretty much exploit it, basically.
Did you see anything that he was doing that kind of left over, that counter, that right hand?
You know, he would swing that right hand, and I was like, I just got to time that right hand. I got to time that right hand. But as I was going back, he was throwing it. And I worked a lot of balance techniques. You know, for me, I work on throwing any technique from off balance. That way I can still keep my power. And I have my coach, John Walker, to thank for that. I moved back at a certain angle, and as I was coming back, my force was still generating properly. And I didn't think I would hurt him that much because he was out. So
actually, it was kind of scary. His eyes were
it was a little out of moment again. I was like, oh crap, what did I do?
You had a moment afterwards where you walked over to the cage immediately after, and you could see a lot of emotion on your face. You talked a little bit in your post-fight speech, or was it more about just being able to deal with the adversity in that particular fight, and you came from behind? What was going through your mind immediately after that fight?
It was definitely adversity, man. Between the hiccup that happened this week, I became a professional about it. You know, it happens. I said, you know what? In the sport of mixed martial arts, something's going to go wrong that you don't expect, so I have to readjust. You know, if someone's outboxing me, maybe I should take him down or kick him in the leg. But, you know, I was going through some personal stuff with families, and when that happened, it just came out because I was fighting for more than myself. You know, I was fighting for my sister, I was fighting for my mom. You know, I didn't talk about it because I didn't want any sympathy. You know, I knew what I had to do, and I used it motivation. My sister wrote a song called Keep Standing. That's why I walked out to it. And she said she was inspired to write that song when I broke my toe. But the funny thing is I'm inspired by that song to fight. So it worked so perfectly for us. And, you know, she accomplished so much in her life. She's married with kids. And we've seen people that go through depression, like someone like Robin Williams, where you've never thought in a million years someone like that who's so happy, and when something like that happened, I'm like, oh, that sucks. But when it's happening to someone I care about, it was like, wow, it's really real, and people are really going through this. So when I saw my sister was going through that, I felt like I had to be some kind of positive reinforcement to let her know that, hey, I failed so much on probably the biggest stage in the world, and everyone gets to see me do it. Not everyone gets to see people fail, but everyone gets to see me do it. So if everyone sees me do it and I keep standing, it's a reminder to say, hey, you got to keep standing too, because I haven't figured out a way how to quit.
Did you have a chance to talk to your sister after the fight?
I haven't spoken to her yet. You know, she's a stud, man. I love her so much. I haven't got a chance to speak to her yet, but I did tell her I'm going to walk out to her song, and she was extremely happy and excited about it. So any form of positive reinforcement I can be to her, I'm at her service.
Is she back in New York?
Yeah, she lives in New York City, yeah.
Did something happen in her life that was a catalyst for this? Or?
I mean, I don't want to go too much in detail, but I personally think for most people, and I don't know who in here can relate to it, there's going to come a point where you either want to stop, quit. I know I've been there thousands of times, whether you guys are reporting journalists and other people in your ear, or if you've fallen or fail, it's going to happen. And you either have that choice to say, okay, I can keep fighting, or I'm done with this and move on. And I felt for her, being that she was always so successful, maybe she probably couldn't handle that loss of certain things in her life that wasn't going so well, whether it's, you know, going through a divorce, losing her business. And it happens, man. It happens in life. You know, you're not always going to succeed at everything, but the idea is to say, okay, what can I take from it and move forward? So I think not having the right support system, that's when most people fail and fall. And when I heard about her situation, I know how delicate it was. So I don't want to not be there and hear some bad news. So I decided to be there as much as I can.
Is that one of the reasons why you wanted to?
I'm sorry?
What's your next game plan? You get that UFC?
Chill and eat. You know, my buddy Kelvin is up. I've been training with him at King's MMA. I decided to make a change. I'm heading back out there to spar, and probably not a good idea, but I'm heading back out there to train with him. Yeah, he's up. Right now I'm just chilling, man. I'm glad I ended the year with a better bang than the last fight. But in the sports of mixed martial arts, it's all about growing. You know, you get knocked down. For me as a professional, it's like, what did I do wrong? How can I resuscitate and just get better? That's it.
That's the spirit of warrior, bro.
Thank you. Thank you.
Can you sing a song for us?
What? I can't sing a song right now. I can do voiceovers, but I can't sing.
All right, guys.
Problem.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Josh.